Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. You guys just saw something that we didn't tell you about before we went to commercial. Because the part one was an hour long, we made that its own, and we linked it to this. So welcome back to the commercial, but also welcome to part two. Here's the show lineup for part two. Now, this part of the show is recapping this past weekend stuff. Part one was 2 weeks ago. Which really, if we wanted to, we could get rid of this whole two-part system and say, oh, we finally filmed Super Weekend show. But we'll just...
Up to you.
We'll just stick
You're
with
the producer.
We'll just stick with the two-part system.
I'm just here to talk too much.
So here's the show lineup. I'm just going to eat dinner while we're doing this. Motorsports in 60, IndyCar, Global Rallycross, GD Night Sports Car Championship.
What? I didn't think this was going to work out, but okay, keep trying.
GD Night Sports Car Championship.
NASCAR?
Then we're gonna take a break. Then we're gonna go to NASCAR. Then we're gonna go to the Points Championship. We're just gonna have a full course dinner. Wait till the waiter comes. Then we'll go to final lap. This is working perfectly. Now, why don't... damn.
It's too bad, not like a cat where they don't really have to swallow. I mean, chew.
Well, gee, if you want...
I didn't know that either. I just learned that. I own too many cats. But anyway.
Too many cats.
I did not know. I love every one of them. But I did not know that they don't actually have to chew. They can literally wolf their food. They can just swallow it. It's like, no wonder they puke all the time. I mean, it's like, you gotta yell at them, chew.
Alright, so we're gonna go to Motorsports in 60. And since I have a plate of spaghetti in front of me, I'm gonna get the timer going. I'm gonna take a bite, and we're gonna make this fun.
You know, actually, now you'll probably pronounce them close to right.
Alright, ready? Get your screen on. Here we go. This is gonna be fun. Ready? 60 seconds. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series raced at Dover on Friday night, or Friday afternoon, I should say.
Lucas Oil 200.
Yep. Here's your top five. Finishing fifth was Matt Kraft and Daniel. I got this. Hemrick finished fourth. Eric Jones finished third. Daniel Suarez finished second, and Tyler Rack won the race. We'll talk more about that race when we get to
Really want to see
NASCAR.
this Eric Jones kid win something. He's killing me.
We'll talk more about the Truck Series when we get to the NASCAR segment. The Xfinity Series race Saturday afternoon.
Buckle up 200.
Bingo. At Dover. Here's your top five. Finishing fifth, Casey Kane. Austin Dillon finished fourth. Regan Smith finished third. Matt Kenseth finished second. And Chris Buescher, going 98 laps on a fuel tank, wins the race.
Yep, I was glad to see it. You can't hear me moan about being a cup guy again.
No. So yeah, that's your Motorsports in 60, which actually went a lot better than I anticipated. So now to the IndyCar duel in Detroit. There was a race Saturday and a race Sunday, both on the same exact track.
Yeah, these I only caught parts of, so I really don't have much to go on.
Well, I watched most of the Saturday race, some of the Sunday race. Most of the Saturday race was, beginning was dry. Well, no, the beginning was wet. Track started to dry up, and then it got wet again to the point where it was thunder and lightning, and like, the storm we got Saturday night. That.
Yeah, we needed it though.
Well, no, I know, but I woke up to Sunday morning to. I'm like, what the heck? Do I live by the ocean? Like, it was torrential downpours.
You know where our boat is right now?
Underwater.
It's on the beach.
On the...
It's on the beach, so it ain't underwater.
Oh, Rogers Beach?
Yeah, I did repair the pump and all that stuff, so it might have been fine, but I wasn't taking a chance. So I beached it. In the pouring rain.
You just pull it up?
Yeah. In the pouring rain. I had to untie it, lift the motor up, and then hook up the ropes. And Roger's looking at me from the window. I'm like, you could come down and help me. He's like, because it was pouring. I had a raincoat on, got her up and out. The back end is in the water, but if it sank, it's only going down about 6 inches. And I made so the motor would hold it up anyway if it did go down. The boat is open bow, so it catches all the water, and there is a pump in it, just so everybody understands. But we keep having a wiring problem with the pump, where the wire, for some reason, corrodes, and then we don't know it. If it rains, the boat sinks. It's happened too many times for me to take the chance. So
And when he says sink, he doesn't actually mean fully under the water, because the lake isn't deep enough for that.
well, actually, when it was over at the other dock, it was pretty much fully underwater at one time.
Oh yeah, but at the new
But yeah,
dock,
I mean, it sinks the battery, the engine's underwater. It's all sorts of work for me. And I gotta say, the Sears Die Hard battery that we have in that thing, 3 times that thing sat underwater for, I think at the most was 3 days. Always charged right back and continued working. They gotta give it to Die Hard. Amazing batteries. Anyway, getting back to this.
Well, the IndyCar race on Saturday was ended early because of the thunder and lightning and the storms that were, well,
Horrendous.
Race 2 ended fine. But here's the top 5 from race 1. Scott Dixon finished 5th. Will Power finished 4th. Simon Pageau finished 3rd. Marco Andretti finished 2nd. And Carlos Munoz won the race. He gambled and got the win. Race 2 on Sunday was a little bit better. Kind of was rained. The track was wet, but it wasn't raining when they started. And listening to the commentators going, do you go wets or do you go slicks? And I'm like, if it's wet, you go slicks.
Yeah, but I think...
But the track was dry.
If it's wet, you go wets.
No, I mean, yeah. But I'm like, the track is wet.
Well, I think that what happened, too, is
The
it
track
was
was
too
drying.
late. Yeah, and it was too late for them to change the tires.
Yeah, no, they can change them as much as possible, but you just lose time, like NASCAR.
Right, you lose position because of it, and I think that nobody wanted to do that.
But it was just, listening to the strategy was
Am I
awesome.
off camera when I'm doing that? Nope, I'm right there.
No, your arm, yeah.
Excuse me, folks. It's just
Yeah.
allergies are absolutely nuts right now.
If we had the Godfather, I'd tell him to, and you get, no, whatever.
It is what it is. You're still hearing my horn blowing.
Everyone blows their nose. But just listening to the strategy.
Well, it's better than me sitting here on camera running down like it'd be kind of gross. You with the mouth full of food and me with a runny nose. So it's excellent.
Great show! Woohoo!
These guys are going somewhere. Anyway.
We'll be on Fox Sports. No, no, but just listening to the strategy call, what they were doing, it was just outstanding. How some guys were on wets and they were not even in the line because they were searching for wet track.
Right.
But some guys were on slicks, and it's like,
well, the treaded tires, or the wet, as they call them wets, those won't have as good a traction on dry ground.
yeah,
Yeah. So as the slick.
yeah.
The reason they call it a slick is because literally 100% contact with nothing in between.
Exactly. But it was amazing how they had an overhead shot on Sunday, and you could see the dry line, and it wasn't like completely dry. You could just see the tire marks. Like, it looked like if you went four-wheeling through like a muddy area, you just have tire marks. It's like, if one of these guys in slicks gets out of that line, hold on!
But it makes it tough to pass, though, don't it?
Yeah, exactly. But here's your top 5 from the race 2. Marco Andretti finished 5th. Oh, jeez. Tristan
I would say
Vaudier finished 4th. Graham Rahal finished 2nd. Takumo Sato finished 2nd. Graham Rahal finished 3rd. Takumo Sato finished 2nd. And Sebastian Bourdais won the race. Congratulations to Sebastian and Carlos on winning an IndyCar. Rallycross! Did you know we covered that?
Yeah, no, actually, I saw that it was on, but I didn't get to watch it because I was watching the other races. They had it on at the same time.
I know. I was down here going, switch. Another channel. Switch. Actually, I almost put it on that one out there.
Yeah, I could do that if I wanted to go back and forth between my bedroom and the living room.
Well, too bad I don't have that thing hooked up. I'm just sitting in the middle of the studio. What race is going on? Ow.
What's too bad is that I could get you some TVs for in here, but they're the tube kind, so you really don't have the room for them.
Oh, jeez.
Well, pretty soon, the ones in my bedroom, which is pretty big, it's 36.
They're going to flat screen, right?
that's going to be a flat screen, so that's perfectly good TV. And the sad part is nobody even wants them anymore, so you can't sell them. You know, they don't make no money. You put them out for free and hope somebody takes them.
We don't have the room in here for them.
Yeah, no, well,
Let's
you
just
definitely wouldn't have the room for my 36.
Move this back wall out into the cement
No,
wall.
If you mounted my 36 in that corner with the back and all that, it'd be like right here. Thing's huge. Plus it weighs like 9 million pounds.
Yeah, this way you can throw
It's
your
old
back
school.
out again.
Back when I got it though, it was like one of the best TVs.
Dude, look what I got.
And it was big.
It's like nowadays with that.
The one that's going in my living room is a 60 flat screen. I've been picking that
You
up.
know, where's the other
Probably
TV
the end of
going?
July.
Where's the other TV going?
I don't know yet. It's again, that's another one of those situations where it's a projection TV and it's awesome. I mean, it's HD TV. It's got a great picture.
Mm-hmm.
Could probably use a tune-up, but a tune-up's $100. In the day, it was a $2,500 TV.
Yeah.
Now you can't even give them away. I mean, it took me, 3 months to get rid of mom and dad's?
Yeah.
So
Made for a great
I would think that it'd be great for some kid for a basement or something where he playing video games and whatnot. Exactly.
And as Grandpa said, if we were to put it here, we could be doing the live interviews. So, Kyle, how was your race?
But your generation is so spoiled. Yeah, you have a flat screen.
I only got a flat screen because that's what I can fit in here. Anyway.
I don't know. I should run it by Roy. Maybe he'd want it for down here. Doesn't he spend some time down here?
Mm-hmm. And he's trying to get the bar going again. Pot it? No.
I don't know where you'd put it though.
Anyway.
Well, if you could only see behind the camera. Seems like every time you guys clean it up, you mess it up again.
We cleaned it up and it was good for probably about a week. In here's clean. They're disgusting.
Does he still have George's old speakers out there too?
Yeah.
Those really big ones? Is that what that is that I'm looking at over there?
Yeah. Right
Oh yeah, the Fisher. Yep.
They work great.
Those
Actually, they do.
Those are the booming speakers.
They work great. Anyways.
They're about 25 years old, right?
Mm-hmm. I know. Anyways, Rallycross finally made their season debut. They're really behind on scheduling with all the other series.
Right.
IndyCar just crowned their champion. No, I'm kidding. Here's your top 5 from the Fort Lauderdale Rallycross. They had made a longer name for the race, like the Fort Lauderdale 2K, but I'm like, Fort Lauderdale Rallycross. There you go. Here's your top 5. Tanner Faust finished 5th. Sebastian Eriksson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Eriksson.
a relatively easy one.
No. He finished 4th. Nelson Piquet finished 3rd. Scott Speed finished 2nd, and Ken Block won the race. They brought up the top 5, and on the TV, that looked like a tongue twister, Ericsson, because it was smaller and stuff. I'm like, okay, listen. Ken Block won the race, Scott Speed finished 2nd, and Nelson Piquet. Now let's go down. I'm like, no, one more.
I've actually heard even PK pronounced different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Piquet.
Yeah.
So I think I already said that actually. Now I think about it.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, now to.
Well, he also races the E, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. He's double dipping. Now to the Sports Car Championship, United Sports Car Championship. They raced in Detroit, same track as IndyCar. They just raced earlier on Saturday.
Don't want to even challenge yourself with the names here, huh?
No, I'm good.
That's a half an hour in itself.
Well, hold on. I just realized we had an issue here. Why is my computer being like this? Slow. Move down. Hold on one second. Stop it. There you go. Couldn't see 5th place. So, prototypes. These guys raced Saturday or early afternoon in Detroit. Their end of their race was rainy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the common theme.
And generally, they have three drivers per car, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
typically.
so that would take forever to go through all the names.
Yeah, and not to mention prototype challenge. Here's a slide for 1st place. Now let's go to the co-slide for 2nd place. They raced in the rain. It was a crazy race, actually. They put the wets on. They had good control and stuff like that. But after the checkered flag, we had an accident in which one of the cars hit the safety truck. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Hard.
Yeah, I think.
All four wheels of the truck came up.
Mm-hmm. And they were reporting that the crew member inside was fine. He was just a little shaken up, and they were taken to a local hospital.
Well, I believe what happened there is he hit the wall. Are you talking about the crew member in the truck? Because the car that hit him hit the wall, broke something, then had no control.
Mm.
He couldn't do anything about it. But it was a pretty good blast.
Yes, it was. Hold on one second, folks. I'm trying to find it. Worst case scenario, we look at the race broadcast.
Well, I just think this is one of those things you should do ahead of time.
I know.
1 hour 31. You can actually go through all that. Wasn't it all at the end of the race?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right before this. Right before this.
Hold on. They didn't actually have it on. Here you go. Perfect. So you see this guy back here. He comes across, hit the wall. And
that was definitely a blast. Because to move a truck, that's a heavy duty truck. To move that truck like that was definitely a hard hit. There were a couple of different angles, if I remember right, too. A couple of different camera angles.
I don't remember that. I think they only showed one. Yeah.
Well, after this, I think they go back and show you what had happened, and it was a different camera angle. I think it was from this way or something. When you're seeing them bounce off the wall. I don't know. Regardless, the point's there. You already showed it.
Yeah, worst case senorio. There's no worst case scenario. Anyways.
That was the worst case scenario.
Yeah, that was. He is in stable condition. Glad he's not more hurt more. So, yeah. Here's your top 5 from the GT Daytona class. Finishing 5th was the 73 team. The 22 team finished 4th. The 48 team finished 3rd. The
007.
Yep, there you go. Finished 2nd, and the 23 team won that category. Prototype Challenge. Here you go. The 11 team finished 5th. The 54 team finished 4th. The 38 team finished 3rd. The 58 team finished 2nd, and the 8 team won the category. And now to the prototypes. The 90 team finished 5th. The 01 team finished 4th. The 5 team finished 3rd. The 60 team finished 2nd, and the 31 team won the category. So now, I believe it's time for a break, but we're not going to take it because we already took one. So now,
I'm sure that's got to be super appealing. Devin's got worms hanging from his mouth.
Just stabbed my tongue. Ow. NASCAR segment. That really hurts. I just stabbed a nerve on the bottom of my tongue. Ow.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you eat while we're trying to do the show.
FedEx 400.
Couldn't wait another half an hour.
At Dover. Mm-hmm. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Eric Almirola. Casey Kane finished 4th. Kyle Larson finished 3rd. Kevin Harvick finished 2nd. And Jimmy Johnson won the race.
It was a good day for Amarola.
Where the heck did Larson come from? Just wondering. Literally, when I was making, we'll get to this in the points championship, but when I was making my picks, you guys took all the good drivers.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Let's put Larson for first. I'm like, why not? And I'm like, not sure how I'll do at Dover. Let's move him back in the order. And I did. But then at the end of the race, I'm watching this going, if he wins, I'm going to kill myself because I almost put him for first. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm watching him getting closer and closer to Harvick. I'm like, no!
Well, you say, where did he come from? I think he was top 10 for quite a while.
I know, but that restart, it was like, and here, whoa! Where did the target car come from? And he's on the outside! Even I think Darrell Waltrip and them even said it. Where did he come from?
Yep.
So, we'll get to your notes on the weekend. You and I both agreed we were going to talk about one topic. It looks like Jennifer Jo Cobb, Trevor Bayne are being penalized.
Are they? Because I didn't hear that they were.
I believe they are.
Well, I personally think they should.
I didn't even see what happened with both situations, in all honesty.
Well, what? Let's put it this way: what Jennifer Jo Cobb did was exactly what that young man Tony Stewart ran over did. Granted, these aren't open wheel cars and whatnot, but you're still putting yourself in a dangerous position, and the rules, as far as I knew, now dictate that you do not get out of your car.
Until there's a safety official
Until there's a safety official there,
Unless-
and there are trucks blocking, the cars from coming up at you.
And also just to make sure that you are safe, unless you are on fire.
Well, don't get me wrong, I like Jennifer, but that was not a smart thing to do. And I think my notes here say that she should be penalized with at least a one-race suspension due to getting out of the truck after a wreck, because they do need to set an example to make sure that they're going to stand behind this rule.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I'm trying to find the video right here, guys.
Now, who else did you say was getting penalized, and why?
Trevor Bain. Right, here you go. Cobb unhappy. See what it says. Of course, it's an ad. Okay, it's not that bad. It's racing related. I'll elaborate.
Gives you a second to chew something.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here we go. That's not where you want to be.
No, there's not even there's no rescue vehicles there yet at all. At least she didn't take her helmet off. I mean, that would have been even stupider. And you do see an official actually does come over to her when they do arrive, and you can see he's talking to her. He's more or less yelling at her. You can see him almost see the mouth saying "not supposed to" kind of thing.
Well, in all honesty, I think one of the race directors, probably Mike Helton, came across and was like, "Hey, that's not allowed."
Well, and this track too can take a vehicle in a lot of different directions quickly because of that banking. And if you did notice, though, she backed off as soon as they started getting close. But still, even at that, bad move. I mean, I don't like to put a helmet on everything. You know me.
In all honesty, the track's wide. I understand what you're saying, but look, when they zoom out, she is a good 2 car lengths off. Now, I fully understand.
She was halfway up the track.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but in all honesty, if you're going to compare it to the Kevin Gerard thing, Kevin Gerard's incident, he was like on the bottom of the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas this, you just stop.
Part of the way
she was like here, whereas Gerard would have been here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I still don't.
The way I saw the incident itself is he was a lot faster than him. And I don't really think it was. Actually, didn't he go on to win the race, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that it was really much his fault. I think it was a matter of he couldn't get around her because she was making herself wider than necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of, he bumped her. He was just going too fast. He rolled right over her, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah. This was another issue. I'm just watching to see if they show it and what happened. Dover accident.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ouch. That was a good punch. Apparently, there was issues here too.
It looked like he was starting to get out of the vehicle. Maybe that was it. Did he get out of the vehicle before they got to him?
They don't show it.
Well, the first scene there kind of sort of did look like he was climbing out and there was nobody there yet.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. They're not going to show it. But
Well, I'm sure that Roush had an interesting meeting that morning, Monday morning.
because that was something else too. They teammates got into each other, right there, within the final laps, and
one went on to win.
mm-hmm. Which kind of makes me feel like the meeting wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Because Roush was.
No, they were both pretty angry with each other. Obviously, Darrell Wallace a little more angry than Reddick, but
No, Busher.
What's that?
Busher.
It was Busher?
This is the Xfinity race we're talking about.
Yeah.
It was Butcher who won.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Good. Reddick was the truck race because I had my notes for the truck race in front of me.
Oh.
But finishing out the truck race, though, it was kind of a wreck fest. I don't know if you saw the whole race, but lots of wrecking. Was a great finish, though. And congratulations to Tyler Reddick and the number 19 Broken Bow Records team. And poor Eric Jones, again, can't catch a break. Because he had a great day till the end.
Yeah. I don't know.
Was it? I can't remember if it was this week or the week before. That actually, I think it was this week. He was driving the 54, right?
Mm.
What Kyle normally drives?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It almost seems like the crew chief just didn't want him to win. I mean, why was he waiting so long to bring him in? I was saying it for like 10 laps. This kid's got to go in. This kid's got to go in. This kid's got to go in. Then they brought him in where it was too late for him to do anything with it. Anywho.
I'm not sure. So, any other notes on the trucks or Xfinity before we move to Cup real quick?
As for the Xfinity, Brian Scott and Jamie Dick wreck, that was pretty hard.
Oof. I caught that.
That was a pretty brutal wreck. And it's funny because Jones was dominating it, and I just wrote a note. Just sitting here wondering how Jones is going to lose this one. I'm thinking waiting way too long to pit with 17 to go, and actually that's what I'm talking about. It wasn't the truck race; it was the Xfinity race.
Mm-hmm.
The crew chief was just really. I mean, it's like, what are we waiting for? Get him in there. You know, if you get him in too late, that's it. There's no way he's going to catch up. What are you going to do? Put 4 tires on, take even more time, and then it's going to be all up to him to try to catch him. I don't know. It was frustrating. I like this kid. I think he's an excellent driver, but he just can't seem to get there in the end. Mm. And by the way, happy birthday to Eric Jones.
Mm. Is that today?
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was the birthday boy.
Happy birthday.
Was it yesterday or Saturday? No, actually, I'm sorry. I think it was Saturday.
Happy belated birthday.
He wasn't in the race, the Cup race.
No.
No, so it was Saturday. Sorry. Happy belated birthday, Eric Jones, Saturday.
There you go.
Teammates with serious Monday issues, which you corrected me, but I already have a note here that says Chris Buescher and Bubba Wallace. Congratulations to Chris Buescher and the Roush Performance Parts team. But yeah, beyond that, done.
All right, now to the Cup Series really quick.
Oh wait, there was one more note. Next page. Regan Smith, 3rd place, $100,000 bonus.
Dash for cash.
Nice.
Very nice, yes. So now to the Cup Series here. We already went over the top 5.
Okay.
So to your notes, what do you got? What do you got? Curious.
Oh, yeah, Carl, bad pit stop there. Not just running off with a partner, taking off with a crew member still attached. I don't know if you saw that.
Actually, I kind of...
He was trying to get the bar out, but which I'm misinterpreting that now because I thought they don't have those bars anymore. I thought that was adjustable from inside the car.
They have them outside and inside. Inside can only go so much. Outside can, I think, go normally.
Full range kind of thing. Okay. Interesting.
I think. I'm still new to it.
Yeah, and Kyle, that was bent. He was having a great day, and he killed it. That was definitely his cause. He even admitted he walked up with the other driver. You saw him say it to him. Yeah, that was all me. Mm-hmm. And that just blew. And then Hamlin wrecks. Takes out Kurt Busch with him. Not Hamlin's fault, but it sucked. Because he just, once he hit the wall, he came right back up in front of Kurt, and Kurt had nothing. There was no way he was getting out of that. But yeah, you see, he leaves the part in, doesn't realize it, and then somebody must have said something to him on the radio. Go back and get the part, and they're not showing that.
Guess not.
No, that's weird, because he literally did try to grab it, and as he was grabbing it, Kyle took off there, right there.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh no, Now I'm even more confused. So it looked like he still left the part in it. Because at this point now he gets up, and that's what we were just sort of watching when him walking away.
Mm-hmm.
He just took the top part of it? What is that hanging out? Is that the actual sleeve that's supposed to stay in the car?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. Last 50 laps were crazy. And once again, I gotta, I'm not a big Jimmy fan, but damn, these guys are utterly amazing. They really are. So congratulations to Jimmy Johnson and the Lowe's Hendrick team. 10 wins at Dover, another record. Nobody's ever done it.
Yeah.
4 wins this season, leading the points. Granted, that could mean nothing as they go into the chase, but at least at this point he's pretty much locked in to be leading the chase.
Yeah.
But a lot can happen in that. We found out how last year.
Yeah, exactly. Just going along here.
Yeah, and then I got that one note. Plus, this is to Jimmy Johnson. Plus, you got me a win in the Racing Hotspot Point Challenge. Finally! Pretty sure I have not chosen a winner ever.
No, you have.
An actual winner?
Mm-hmm.
The winner, like first place?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I've got like second where I was the best out of all of us. But I don't know if I've chosen the actual winner.
Oh. I think you did once.
But this is before we had so much competition.
Well, that was before, and then also that was when you were like, why don't you give extra points for the winner actually picking? You were trying to get points out of me that race.
Well, that was back when I was just beating you all the time.
This is just the Hamlin wreck.
Yeah, poor Kurt on this one. I'm sorry, it just blows.
Barely touched him. And Hamlin had it until it went there. And Kurt's just like a bystander. Can I get by? Can I get by? Get by? Oh,
Clip.
dang it!
Just enough clip to get him in the wall.
But something I wanted to point out is Jimmy Johnson said it, or I read somewhere that Jimmy Johnson had said something, how Dover is so much fun to drive because you're going down a straightaway, and when you go into the corner, you're dropping 20 feet into the corner.
Yep.
And I'm watching that go.
Well, you've never been to Dover, have you?
No. And I'm watching the race going, holy cow, that's insane. Like it literally is up over the hill and down and back up and...
That was my first block of tickets was Dover. My first NASCAR race was actually Dover.
Mine was Daytona.
Mark Martin won.
Rigged.
It was one of the 2 times. That's when I started following him.
I know.
Because I really didn't know NASCAR that well. I was more of a Formula or a road racing kind of guy, what I grew up with for the most part.
Mm.
And then, what was it? Ken Sergio, a friend of mine's dad, owned this block of tickets, and they had an extra ticket. Asked me if I wanted to go. I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't win anything going around the circle. I'm fine. Let's go. Yeah, it isn't that bad to drive. And yeah, they do this dollar thing. That's where that all came from.
Yeah.
Everybody picks a driver, and basically I saw this car going around. It was red, white, and blue, and it had Valvoline on the hood. And my father was always a Valvoline oil guy. Because I was still young, when this occurred. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take him. And I won the pool. And that was it. That was the day I was a Mark Martin fan from then on out. And in all the races I had been to, he had won plenty. But in all the races I had been to, that one and the one here were the only 2 I've ever actually been there for him to win.
Yeah, I remember
Which I thought was great, by the way, at the 25th anniversary / birthday party thing, that they actually had a picture of that win.
Yeah. I remember Daytona, I think it was like 2007, where they did the dollar pool party. You're the one that came up with it. And I was like 7, so my dad's like, we'll take Stuart. We're like, okay. And I walked away that weekend with $20 because I picked him and he was 3rd. Oh no, that was 2008. That's right. He finished 3rd to Newman, Busch, Kurt Busch, and him.
I didn't know I changed that. That used to be my picture of Mark Martin coming across the start-finish line at Loudon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing because it's from our seats.
You know, we're at the track. It's right over there.
So I changed it to me wearing your sister's hat.
That was so funny. I'm just like, you're like, great. Anyways, other notes before we go to the points championship?
Yeah, your dog's allowed.
Yep. That's fact.
Oh, that was one. Yeah, with the Indy, I meant to mention this too. That I actually caught the second. Remember I told you I was in and out of them?
Yeah.
But I caught the end of the second one, and I've never actually seen them turn it into a timed race. Instead of laps.
Yeah, I know.
They changed it to a time. I'm like, what is this all about?
They do that every, like, once in a blue moon. I don't know why
I've never seen it done it, but then again, I don't really I'm not a consistent watcher, but I'm trying to be. I'm trying to learn more and more about what we can talk about.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they would do that, unless it's a situation of, okay, here's the radar, here we are, here's a huge storm coming that we're not going to get going, we have about 20 minutes, we'll set to 15, go! You know what I mean?
That's just weird. I mean, how they, I guess it's once it times out, whoever crosses the line.
It's sports car racing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like sports car racing, but I think it timed out when they were already past the line.
Yeah.
So then it was whoever comes around next is now your winner.
Yeah. Usually, what they would do is like they look at the time, and if it's like 20-second laps, when they're down to like 30 seconds, then they'll throw the white flag the next lap.
Okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
so
like
it's not.
With sports cars.
So somebody else could still win, even though the leader. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, like with sports cars, they know that at this time, that next lap, or when they come to the straight, the next time will be the white.
Right.
Like with the 24-hour race at Daytona,
And we already talked about.
They'll do that.
Whatchamacallit, the Belle Isle of Detroit incident there with the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Aston Martin of James Davidson that hit the safety truck. I don't know if you mentioned that.
No.
And 2 track workers were injured, but believed to be okay at the time. That's what I had heard. Then you said one went to the hospital?
Yeah, they Fox Sports said that they were there with injuries, but were in stable condition.
It's dangerous sport, motorsports.
Mm-hmm. And they're one of the series that NASCAR runs, obviously, I think owns the sports car series.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think their rules are the are the same as NASCAR as far as safety. Because like NASCAR safety workers now have to wear helmets, fire suits.
Ooh, that's another thing.
The flagman wears a helmet now.
One from this weekend that I thought was a little bit on the sketchy side, and I think that possibly the team should get in trouble. But Jimmy Johnson's team, when he was doing the burnouts, and he got stuck on a wall, and they all jumped the wall to push his car while he was still doing a burnout, and none of them wearing helmets. To me, unsafe. What if that car kicked out?
Ouch.
Cars do that on burnouts, especially cars with posi traction. They tend to go, woo, and
Yeah.
if they pushed him far enough off the wall, and he might have swept his own team.
Ouch. Ouch.
I understand they were all excited, but still, there's a safety issue there. So if NASCAR doesn't mention anything about that, I'd be surprised.
Hmm.
Well, especially being that they, for some reason this year, they love to penalize that team. But then again, it's probably in the past because everybody was saying that he's in their pocket,
cheating,
and cheating and all this stuff. So maybe they're making more of more of an effort to penalize them when necessary.
Well,
all right.
Let's go to the. We're not there yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where are you?
My keyboard is acting up. Let's go to the points championship here. This is like the final 5 minutes of the show, so if you have to go to the bathroom or something, just stick around for a second. Here's the winners from the FedEx 400. I had Martin Truex Jr. Art had Jeff Gordon. Trooper had Joey Logano. Joe had Denny Hamlin. Justin had Matt Kenseth. Kristen had Kevin Hart. Dave had Jimmy Johnson. And Kristen had Kevin Harvick. Let's look at how it all panned out. I think it's rigged. I got 0, Art got 0, Trooper got 6th, 3rd place.
Well, good, because that means everybody else is going to start catching you guys. Now that sounds fair.
Joe got 5th place equaling 2, Justin got 2nd place equaling 8, Dave got the win plus the actual winner, so 5 extra points equaling 15. And Kristen got 4th place equaling 4. Standings, here we go.
Where'd you get it? Because I don't have a little thingy. Oh, you just gotta click on that?
Yeah.
What, isn't that your only little thingy? It keeps changing things on me.
You don't get the memos? The memos I don't actually
memos.
do. So now to
Memo.
the standings here. My computer is being slow. I gotta do an update on this thing.
I'm up to 3rd.
Yeah, I know, right?
From 6th. That's a nice jump. And I'm only 13 back from you.
Mm-hmm. So it's me with 84 points ahead. Art is in 2nd, 6 points behind me. Dave is in 3rd. Whoops. Dave is in 3rd with 13 points back. The Trooper's in 4th, 15 points back. Justin's in 5th, 18 points back. Joe is in 6th, 24 points back. And Kristen is in 7th, 29 points back. The good thing about this is now Kristen can easily advance quickly.
Because she gets to pick first.
Well, no, what I mean is she's within range, so to speak. Like at some point in the season, she's like 40-something points out. If she has a good weekend...
Well, that's because I think that that bonus thing we did in the beginning...
No.
You would have to change that for next year. Cause maybe, still a bonus, but a more reasonable bonus.
Yeah.
Don't give them the 100 million point start, so it was like unbeatable. Although you did take them finally.
Yeah. Grandpa.
You're having the best year ever, I think.
I know, right? Finally!
Now, does this mean we're all in the chase?
Yeah, well, we were all in the chase regardless. But the wins just determine where.
Where in the chase?
Yeah. So, like, right now...
I wasn't in the chase last year. I always rule out of it, because I didn't have any wins. So you changed something.
No, we changed for... everyone's in it, but then come Homestead, the top 4 is only in it. Because there's only 4 champions.
I wasn't in the chase at all last year. I wish the Godfather was here right now because he can verify that. I didn't have any actual wins. So I got booted from the chase. Because you needed a win to get in the chase, same as in the actual
so maybe
Cup
I did
Series.
do that. So yes, that means everyone's in.
I more or less sat out the entire... So what qualifies as a win? Just the best driver or an actual win?
The meaning you have the most points. So you won this week because you had 15 points.
I thought it was... Okay, I'm getting confused.
So the way our chase setup is, everyone's in.
However you want it to be?
Yeah, basically. Everyone's in.
As everybody can note who's in first. The guy
Everyone's
who makes the rules, what a coincidence.
Everyone is in, but then
For the last race, yes.
come Homestead.
But I wasn't in the chase at all. I didn't have to pick the entire last 10 races. Last year. And you should remember because you were picking on me just about every week.
I'll have to bring
But then
that up.
again, last year was a tough year too. You have to remember that because I was kind of in and out.
Maybe that was part of the reason.
Could be.
I think maybe because I wouldn't have just kicked you out.
You did.
There had to have been some sort of reasoning.
Well, when does the season end?
November.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, because I had surgery in October, so I was out for a few weeks there.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
then-
you were last year.
Yes,
You
I
were
was in,
spacing.
yeah, I was in and out of the hospital. So
Yeah, last year you were.
that didn't mean I couldn't pick.
Well, gee, for the longest
I had
time.
this little puppy with me.
I was
See,
gonna s-
there's all my little shot things from the nurses. Little stickers to make the kids happy so that they don't have so much trouble with the shot.
What
Maybe I don't, maybe I don't care.
I was gonna say.
Well, because it comes with
Good
it
boy,
comes with
Dave. Good
it
job.
comes with the shot.
But you could say, "No, I'm good, thanks."
I don't know. It's kind of a cute little reminder.
What, that you made it through?
Although, truthfully, most of it I don't want to remember.
I lived. I lived. So now to the point, the final lap here. which one series that we do cover is not on here, Formula E. I forgot to add that. So I have Formula E's schedule open. Supercross is off till October. IndyCar, Saturday, 8 p.m. on NBCSN. Formula One, Sunday, 2 p.m. They're racing north of us, in Montreal.
Yeah. I just saw that too. I saw an advertisement for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's on NBCSN or NBC. Check your local listings on that one. Rallycross is this weekend. Oh yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, go. Actually, shouldn't it? Isn't it in the back?
It's race.
What fun.
It's the one right over here.
It's not in here. This is IndyCar.
Oh, that's what I thought we were talking about. What were you talking about?
We were talking about Formula One.
Oh. Yeah. Well, IndyCar will be also racing up in Toronto, but that's not till June 14th.
Hold on, I got an idea. I think I. Isn't it in
It is actually in the back.
somewhere here?
They make this magazine so like you have to admit that they.
Or is this just
the
an IndyCar
pictures-
only?
This was an indie special, so it may not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has the normal stuff in it. It doesn't. Oh, that's a shame. Because yeah, it was just a 2000 Indie Series special.
Yeah.
So it's Racer magazine. Very, very well put together.
Mm.
Great pictures. Great stock in the pages. I mean, the pages are like one page is thicker than some 4 pages of some books I've read.
I know. My yearbook pages are thicker than that.
What do you mean?
Meaning,
Well, that's good stock. They should be that thick.
no, I know.
And no, they're about the same actually. I don't know if you read this magazine in a little bit.
I do. And I struggle to turn the pages.
Feel it.
Yeah, I know.
I feel that. It's pretty close.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's more photo paper. The feeling.
So is that.
No, I know, but you know what? Never mind.
Well, bottom line is,
Tougher photo paper.
for a magazine, that's great. A yearbook should be that way, and nothing less.
So, Formula One is Sunday, 2 p.m. Not sure if it's on NBCSN or NBC. Check your local listings on that one. Rallycross is this weekend in Austin, Texas. It's not on the Global Rallycross schedule. So, it's sometime this weekend. NBC. I know that much. 2D Night Sports Car Championship is off till June 28th. They are at the Glen on June 28th. Campbell Truck Series Friday 9 p.m. Fox Sports 1. They are in Texas with IndyCar. Xfinity Series is off till next weekend, and the Cup Series Sunday 1 p.m. on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah, I know wasn't even as good at this as you are.
Oh, you're about as deep as I am right now. Oh, maybe that.
This says Circuit 1. That's what's confusing me.
Does it have the TV? No, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it does. Where are we?
Canadian. Oh, NBC.
Actually...
Nope, that's the Australian.
Okay, oh yeah, so yeah, it's NBC.
All right.
2 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. For the
NBC.
Formula 1 race.
Wait, does this have the... Oh my god! Email me this link. Because I'm always trying to figure out what the heck the times are in Eastern Standard Time,
Yep.
and I never can. So I'm just like... 9 o'clock!
That's why you need a smartphone, because mine, I just got multiple clocks in it.
Well, I can do that on my iPod, but...
So then why having some trouble figuring it out?
I don't know.
How do I
You know,
do this? How do I email this to you?
I could probably just look it up after the show. So that's your final lap. Formula E is racing Sunday, round 9 in Moscow. So expect a long show on just the Formula E driver names. Again.
Well, I think most of the time they're very similar guys, isn't it?
Yeah. And we'll get it. We'll get it.
So if I just
You have to copy the whole link.
that.
Yep.
So copy and then go to. I gotta go to my Gmail, right? Because it's.
Yep.
Well, I got you either way. But it's probably easier from here.
Okay, so that's going to do it for this extended show. We apologize for the switch around there. Ugh.
Which one you wanted to Racing Hotspot?
Yeah. We apologize on the switch around there for you're gonna do one show, but then we realized it was 2 hours, and with my editor, in all honesty, it's gonna take me the next 24 hours to save the 2 shows. So we apologize for the switch, but self-explanatory. So until we see each other next weekend when we recap IndyCar, Formula One, Rallycross, Trucks, Cup Series, and Formula E.
Those are my favorite kind of weekends, when they have everybody.
Well, wait till the summer when they have everybody. When they have
The past couple of weeks were pretty difficult last weekend, and the weekend before there was so much stuff going on.
No, I know, but luckily, usually when that type of weekend's going on, 1 or 2 series isn't going on. You know what I mean? So it's like...
I think you should apologize for this, too, with this besides the fact.
Well,
Probably made everybody hungry, that wasn't right.
yeah, and I apologize for that. But, come on, it gives the show character.
8:37.
You know how many people are probably going to be laughing at me now?
I know I already am.
I can see you at the race. What, if we were to do something with the crowd? You know, folks, one time at the show, we were sitting there filming, and he just pulls out a plate of spaghetti. Why not?
Actually, we should both be eating at the racetrack. That would be even funnier.
Well, we can do that because we're at the track. We're both having a burger.
Plus, we'll keep you falling busy and out of the way by cooking.
Oh my god. Anyways, next weekend is June 6th and 7th. We're trying to do...
I couldn't wait, I'm sorry.
We're trying to do something with the live events season because we haven't had an event in a while. But we're working on it. So until we see each other next weekend for exciting weekend of racing, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. Where I'm going to talk to him after the show. We're going to try to get the Racing Hotspot radio going again. I listened to the show, which actually I'm going to bring up this way you can hear it because it's really funny. Actually, you know what? You guys are going to want to laugh. You're going to laugh at it too, and it's funnier if he's here. Came across my first ever show on Racing Hotspot radio.
What, because you were terrible, or because
No.
you were...
You're going to hear.
So this is the one I'm keeping, right? Super Weekend?
Yeah. I'm going to change that. No. Okay, ready?
We're changing up how we're doing
Like-
things a little bit to make life easier, too.
Yeah, and I'm going to change the title of that.
And I'll also be able to go back into history quicker as a response.
So here's the latest show that I did February last year.
Hello guys, welcome on.
Sounds like my normal voice, right? And here's the first show.
Welcome on to Racing Hotspot Radio. I am your host
Hey, you know what, though? It just means you started nice and early. And that's what's making you better and better.
For those of you who didn't,
Hello guys.
for those of you who did not hear that,
Welcome live here to Racing Hotspot Radio. I am your host this afternoon, Devin Poslusny, on this Thursday afternoon.
oh my God!
And you know, the good news is you can play that all you want, because there's no infringement or anything.
And you know, the other thing, bad news on this, is if you click on this, you can download it.
So people can make fun of you all over.
Yeah, I could be walking along the halls in school. Welcome on, no!
Now, does that graph thing actually work? Because I wonder if it would show the difference in the height, you know, the depth of your voice and whatnot.
Sorry. Then they won an all-star race.
Oh
I don't-
my God!
I have no idea what I sound like when I was young. I really don't. I don't think there's any footage. Because back then, what did my father have? Yeah, he had the 16mm and there was no sound.
What was the laptop?
Yeah, there was no laptop.
Exactly.
There wasn't even a computer.
Exactly. But
That's why I always make the joke with my the twin cats, the little ones,
yeah.
that they're like the generation today. They have no idea what it's like to live without things, like my catwalks and whatnot. Because when they came in the house, it was all there. It was like, you know, the normal thing to them.
Welcome to the world.
The older cats, they all appreciate it because they watched it get built. They never had it before, you know. So it's kind of like me with computers versus you with computers. You were born with them. I had to work my way into them.
Well,
and all
I've
that other
watched
stuff.
these things evolve.
I
Earthquake!
think we have a wrestling match going on upstairs. All right.
All right,
We're done.
let's yeah. So yeah, we're gonna work on trying to get the Racing Hotspot radio back together. Maybe trying, why not, doing maybe a live show, which would be interesting.
Yeah. Boy,
And
we are.
I'll make sure to get my my voice to this age. So until we see each other next weekend when we're recapping Formula 1, IndyCar, NASCAR, Formula E, open wheel, and stock cars. Have a good week, everybody.
Have a good week, everybody.
Goodbye.